Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Slice of Knife. My name is Alex, and today we are going to dip into the vault. Not the QSP vault, but we're going to dip into the vault of knives. A little bit of an oldie, but a goodie. Something that I got probably one of these about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and just used to use it as kind of my little everyday carry. I mean, it's a tiny one. I used to use it as an everyday carry. I eventually kind of gifted it to my wife, and she uses it around the garden for just cutting twine and things like that. It's not a large knife, but perfect for somebody like my wife who doesn't want to carry some large thing. Fits in there very nice. Without further ado, we have the Kershaw Chive. Kershaw Chive by Ken Onion. So let's actually start here. Look at this. I mean, I don't have large hands. This thing I mean, it fits right in there. You can't get a full grip on it for sure. It's definitely a three-finger knife. For me, I have small hands. For others, it's probably a two-finger knife. Um, so this is a 420. I believe this one's a 420 HC. Let's take a look. Does it say? Well, I think it's a 420 HC blade. It's a bead blasted finish. It's only a 1.9 inch blade, so under 2 inch blade. Its closed length is 2.9 inches, and the handle material is a 410 stainless, which is also bead blasted. So it's kind of all one coat, one style, bead blasted. It's got not a reversible pocket clip, so it's a tip down only carry. So tip down, non-reversible pocket clip. So pretty much don't be a lefty. That's what Kershaw said with this. That's what Ken Onion said with this. This one, it's got a couple of little scratches kind of on it. It's a little worn. Again, we've had these for a while. I mean, it's a solid clip. I like the way it works. And then you'll also notice in here there's a little safety. So the safety is so you can't deploy it. This is an assisted opening knife. It is the whatever the Kershaw. I think it's a speed safe or speed assist, speed safe assist. I think it's something like that. So if you don't want this thing flying open, it's got this little safety, and you can actually see here. So there's the tip of the blade. Let's fix the light a little bit for this. So there's the tip of the blade. This goes over it now. No. So very nice for a little safety feature on such a small blade, probably because, I mean, you're going to flip this thing open very easily. So when you get it out, you almost need to flip that thing down a little bit. And then let's take a look at this blade. I mean, shoots out. I mean, the Kershaw Speed Safe, and I've had other knives like this. Oh, it's a frame lock, by the way, which, I mean, with a knife this small, you almost can't not have a frame lock. Um, but it's got this little flipper here, and I mean, it really is almost an automatic. I mean, it really shoots out. Very tiny. So, I mean, again, got the blade out. It's got its little, it's kind of funny that it is a thumb stud. I almost go, why would you even, I guess you can thumb stud it, but like it just doesn't, I don't know, it just feels weird because it's so small. I feel like you have to hold it strange. This, because of its size, is built for grab it out of the pocket, pull it out, and there you go. They did really nail the jimping on it. It's just right. I mean, I could have maybe went up, I guess, a little further, but honestly, the jimping is really good. It's right there. Oh, I got your little Made in the USA flag on there. Oh, is this one? Yeah. Again, a Ken Onion design, Ken Onion legend. He's made a lot of nice knives. This is no exception. It's definitely a cool knife. It's small, but very useful. So three-finger grip for sure. You're definitely going with a three-finger. And if you have some larger hands, I mean, heck, I can even see somebody going a two-finger. You might even almost, it's actually not bad for a pinch cut if you're going to do any kind of pinch cut to grip it. That actually works well. So, I mean, a good small knife, definitely. Solid frame lock. I really do like the frame lock on it. This definitely very solid. Really locks in there very nice. I really feel like it's locked in. Oh, you know, let's check the blade centering on this baby. Let's see here. It's honestly like it has to be centered because there's there's not really any play. And actually, is there blade play on it? No, not at all. Not at all. 100% solid, rock solid. So definitely a tiny knife, but could be very useful. Like, I don't want to call it a lady's knife because men can carry a small knife if they really want to. I mean, I prefer smaller knives, but I feel like a lot of women would like this size knife, something that you can easily carry. It's going to be very concealable, so it's not just hanging out everywhere, but it gets the job done, does what you need it to do. So it cuts. Let's check the sharpness on this thing. It's pretty sharp. Let's do the old, yeah, oops, oops. Okay, bent piece of paper, that's not going to help me. Let's not fail anymore. Wow, we are really having some trouble here. It's not the knife, it's really me. Maybe it's the knife a little. If I really pull down, got to draw it out. It's such a small cutting surface too, so it's a little tough to do, but it actually is very sharp. Definitely a very sharp, tiny knife. I have no complaints about it with the sharpness. From the, I don't know if it's from the factory because this one's used, but I definitely haven't touched it up or anything, so good knife for that. Let's do a size comparison. We'll do it on some smaller knife. Did I poke myself with this thing? No. Thought I did, maybe. So, do a quick size comparison on a few. Obviously, may as well be like call me Bees Blades. So if you watch Bees Blades, he's an interesting guy. He does some pretty good reviews, and he always uses a QSP penguin as his thing because everybody needs a penguin. It's a little tagline. It's kind of funny. I always use the Yonder because I love the Yonder, and I probably do think everybody should have a Yonder. It is a great knife. So obviously quite a bit smaller than the Yonder, full inch, inch and a half maybe. And then another one that I thought would be interesting to pull in here is, let's move everything up just a little bit here, is the Vosteed Schillen Cutter, the Nightshade, the Vosteed Nightshade Schillen Cutter. Very cool. Oh, I didn't mention, you know what I just noticed? Also has a lanyard hole, so you can certainly put a lanyard in there. I almost don't know why you would want a lanyard with this small of a knife. I just feel like it's, I don't know. I guess, maybe. It doesn't seem like it's for me, but there you go. So when you have these, obviously this thing is quite a bit smaller, but this is really just to give you an idea of the size of it. So when you're holding that Schillen cutter, I mean, that fits, I'm right at the butt end of it, holding it comfortably. I still wish this thing had jimping up here. It would make it so much nicer. It would just be the nice, but it does not. So this, you're holding it down there, feels very good, good in the hand, but you're losing, you're definitely losing your pinky. You can 3-finger to maybe 2-finger, and then like this on a full here, it's got your jimping just right. I mean, again, just a great knife. I mean, really, watch my review on this knife. And I should actually do that at the end of this. I don't remember how I do my links. I'm a bit of a new tuber, obviously, so I don't have everything figured out and the best way to do links and all that kind of stuff. However, if you have suggestions in the comments, if you're somebody who does YouTube and does actually watch the videos, I'd be happy to understand what I could do better. There's a lot of things I can do better. I know that. But this is a very nice little frame lock by Kershaw. This is the old classic. I mean, this thing, I feel like this thing's like a 2012, 14. I guess this is a 10-year-old knife. So this is the classic vault. I think we're going to do some classic vaults on here. We'll call it like the slice of knife, the vault of, I don't know what we're going to call it, but it's the classic. So it's a slice of knife classics. And with a real classic blade, the Chive. There's also the Leek and they're like the same iteration, or it's larger iterations of the same kind of basic blade shape and style. It's the Leek, the Chive, and comment below if you remember what the other one is. Obviously, they're all kind of named after onions, like Ken Onion. So Leek and a Chive are very similar types of vegetables. And his other one, I don't think it's called the onions. Leek, Chive. I don't know. Comment below if you can remember what it is. In any case, this was a little look at a classic knife. So some of you that might be new to knives and maybe missed this, you're looking for a tiny little knife. Speed assist opening. I mean, this speed assist is pretty impressive. I mean, it flings it open. I just hair touch that thing and it flips right through. But if you're kind of new to the knife world, but you're looking for a small knife, this is an old classic by Kershaw and Ken Onion with the safety there, so you can't accidentally deploy it if you don't want to when it's in your pocket, because nobody likes that. It's a tip down carry with a non-reversible pocket clip, so be a righty, I guess, is what we're saying with this. But very cool knife, very nice, something that I think I think if you're looking for that tiny knife, maybe you're looking for a knife for your wife, girlfriend, or whoever else, uh, they'd probably like this. It's well made, solid blade, good cutting surface. Definitely recommend it. So if you like what you saw, like what you heard, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I love to have subscribers. We are growing slowly but surely. But thanks for joining me today. I hope everybody has a great day, a blessed day, and that we get to see you next time on The Slice of Knife.